All right, welcome to Marcus Mam Adventures. As always, I'm Scott. I've got trades lined up for this Dakota, and I think I'm going to start a series. I should have started this a long time ago. I've traded a lot of vehicles to get to this. Up, down, left, right. I mean, it's not always been the best trades, but like as far as value-wise, but they worked out for me and the family, so they were good trades. Like this truck, it's been a good truck for us, but we already got another Dakota out here, and I've got a couple pretty good trades that should be freaking taken care of today, but I had to take care of this AC line before. It's got a hole in it, so we got to take care of this AC line before we get it traded. Really don't want to replace the whole thing. It's just got a pinhole in the bottom. I know I've used this type of stuff before. It's a silicone tape. It's got like a 900 psi freaking hold. I've used it on pressure before. Self-sealing, it works. I think that combined with, I'll get a can of the at least one can of the stuff that seals, and hopefully this angle freaking will hold, charge up, and get it sold. I don't want to get it registered, so it should be traded this weekend. But yeah, this is gonna, I guess, gonna be a start of a trade up series, because I don't think I'm selling these out. I'm just gonna start trading, and I guess like right now I'll go back and do some editing and add in all the trades that I did to get to this one. All right, so I guess I'll get started on fixing the AC here. Yeah, we'll see. The system already depressurized itself, so we're going to take and undo this bracket here, and then this mount here. Oh, it looks like we might have to take and disconnect this pressure sensor first. Betting it doesn't stay hooked up. There we go. Take that off, and then disconnect this bracket here. Sounds like there might be a little bit of residual in it. So then we'll take, maybe I should have just taken it off from there. Find it. Man, I kind of don't like this era of Dodge, because half the stuff is metric, half of it's freaking standard. That's standard, but metric will work. Look real quick, there's right there where's the holes at. I'm gonna take and clean those off, and then try some of this stuff I picked up. I'll take a little bit of brake cleaner. Probably gonna need to get up here into the metal, so I'm gonna grab a wire wheel and see if I can't clean that stuff off too. Hit it again with some brake clean. So this is a tape that I got, some silicone tape. It's supposed to cure and harden and all that good stuff. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do. Doesn't come with instructions, but I think what I really need to do just kind of guesstimate how much I'm going to need. Alright, we'll just go with about that much. Alright, let's take and hold on, let me grab a zip tie to keep that in place real fast. Alright, so I'm just going to take, I've already got a little bit of this thick skid, it looks like, to itself. So I'm going to just peel it off as I go because I don't want to get it stuck onto anything else. Well, I don't know if that's going to hold, but we're going to find out. Put everything back together. Then I need to go get some cans of Alright, so squeeze everything back together. Put the bracket back on. Right there. Make sure I didn't lose any seals or anything. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Right, there's a screw. All right, now we'll go get a few canisters of R134 and see if this thing will hold. All right, so let's go and get this truck fired up. Let's get everything turned up all the way on to max. There. All right. So I know the way I'm doing it is not the proper way. Just like I know you should have a battery to that, but it's what's happening. So the first can I'm going to put in, I know you're supposed to freaking evacuate the system. Put it into a freaking a vacuum, check pressure. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to get some cool air. So I'm going to take and the first can I'm putting in is a can with stop leak. Nothing yet. That compressor just kicked on. I think this is pretty much empty. That's empty. Going with another can. Usually I think it goes to about 3.5 or 2.5 cans for this system. So let's try it. Last one. Can, it looks like. Maybe you have to go into the fourth one. Just got warm. That one's empty too. There's a little bit left in there, but it's on the higher pressure side. Alright, do this one more again. Let's see here. brakes anymore. I think we're good. Alright, yeah, and there's still some in this one. You know, I could probably eke a little more out of them on a dry system, but I think we're good. Alright, I'm going to take and get my thermometer and see what we got coming out of the vent. Yeah, that AC is already blowing cold. I can feel that. There's that one. It stays in there. Come on. Doesn't want to stay in. There we go. That's 50-degree air coming out of here. I think that's pretty good. And this is off a little bit, if I remember right, this thermometer. So yeah, 52. That's not bad with it idling. Let's go ahead and take and see what we got ambient. Seems to be doing good. Pressure is still doing good. That seems to be holding. Alright, ambient temperature out here, according to this, is about 80 degrees and raising. 30-degree temperature drop at idle. Going down the road, I bet it'll drop more. Alright, I'm happy with that. Find my bleed. Alright, so next part of this video, I've got some interesting, not interesting, I guess surprising trades possibilities. We go looking at one today, and then one or two tomorrow, at least one tomorrow, and then I'll go to the second one if the first one doesn't work out. I know I'm not making the trade today for this one. A little bit higher miles, not exactly what I'm wanting. I don't think it's gonna be as easy of a trade, but I think it's a better it would still be a trade up from this. All right, so I guess we'll talk to y'all later. All right, on my way to see my new car, or get my new car. I'm using a GoPro I found on the road, and I guess I gotta change the settings because it doesn't have a front facing camera. But yeah, we're trading the Dakota and getting something completely different. I think this is a huge trade up. I mean, we're trading the guy's pretty happy about it. I went earlier and test drove it, and he test drove the truck. The car is going to need a bit of work. We'll talk about more once I find it, but or once I get to it. He's local here. I'm going to be there in about 10 minutes. Do the paperwork, and then I'll talk a little bit more after I get everything picked up or get it switched over and get in the car. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to y'all in here in a few minutes. Alright, so I got the new car. It is BMW 335xi. So it is the twin turbo all-wheel drive, and I think the air conditioning's out in it. Windows, yeah. The only reason why I didn't get it earlier is there is another guy who was interested in who had a 2008 335, just an I, less miles, a little bit better condition, but he just decided that he couldn't find the title, whatever. He said I can wait around. I wasn't gonna wait around for another couple weeks until he got the title. Then for him to decide he doesn't want it anyways. So I got this. Well, it's got some issues, but this is definitely anyways, yeah, you freaking step up. Let's see here. This thing scoots. Like Jesus. But as you can see, you might be able to see there, it's got a vibration in the front end. So I'm going to have to work on that. But Jesus, this thing is fast. To figure all that stuff out, speedometer works, all that works. It doesn't have TPMS because of aftermarket tires. I don't really care about TPMS, so that's not a big deal. But I think the jiggle on the steering wheel is from the brakes. Yeah, air conditioning's out. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm gonna turn that off. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully that's an easy problem. I'm gonna try and get some more Freon, try and charge it, see if that does anything. No, we'll look into it. I don't really care. It's just gonna be a fun car. I'll stop when we get to the house and do a more thorough walk around, but you see, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's not a bad car at all. Seats are in good condition, but my God, does it freaking rip. It is fun. Except for that vibration. I'm pretty certain that that's just steering, or it's gonna be an easy fix no matter what. It feels tight. I don't think it's a wheel bearing or ball joints. I think it is just brakes. So tomorrow I'll probably get more into it and check it out a little bit more. But for right now, I need to stop and go to the house and get it freaking insured and all that stuff, and get it brought out to DMV. About 50 miles an hour though, start shaking real bad. Not expecting it to be anything major, like for me, I mean, it's definitely not going to be as difficult as what I just did with the dang Dakotas. But yeah, it could be ball joints, but I don't think so. I think it is something to do. I think it is the brakes, probably a warped rotor. All right, once I get to the house, I'll take and give you guys a little more walk around. All right, this damn thing is fast. Jesus. Huh. This is kind of ridiculous. I don't think I should have this car. I really don't. I avoided this for a long time. I used to have a very built 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS, 300 naturally aspirated horsepower deck. I mean, it had everything done. I dropped the whole entire damn deployment into that car. It was fast. Got me in a lot of trouble. I ended up getting a ticket for doing excess of 120 and a 55. I don't even know how fast I was going, but that thing could rack to like 9 grand. It was an insane car. This car is crazy. I've never had a boosted car like this before. I had that Subaru Forester last year, I think, but that's nothing like this. That's nothing. This is supposed to be 300 horsepower. Yeah. I don't believe that in the slightest bit. Like Jesus. That thing just pulls. Those turbos freaking kick, and it just goes. This is gonna be bad. I need to find me an open stretch somewhere to just to see. And it does, like, it has that vibration. It's just really weird. It's in between about 55 and 60, or about 62, and then while braking, it just goes like this. So I'm almost 100%. It's just a rotor. That's it. And this thing's got new turbos on it, what the guy said. He didn't have any paperwork. I'm fine with that. Whatever. It feels freaking insane. Let's see here. This should be, I should be able to trade this for something really good. I like the boost. This is bad. I should not be having this car. No. Luckily it's not a free. Only thing keeping it from not being something that I would keep, I think, is that right there. Yes, making freaking boosty pulls is fun, but having that, I hate that. I hate that thing. You cannot have a fun car with that. It needs to have a manual transmission, but it's probably a good thing that it doesn't, because that would just be too much fun. And I'd be able to keep it in the boosty boost all the time. And it's got 2 boosty boosts. That's why it's boosty boost. Let's see here. Why is it so slow? Is everything so slow? Yeah, it's good car so far. I'm heading on. I got it insured and on the way to the DMV right now. I'll get it some temporaries, but also get a 60-day. That should be more than enough time for me to get a little bit of work done that it needs, and then get an emissions test, and then get it passed off to somebody else. But if I get a spot for a good pull, I'll freaking bring you back into it later. All right, here it is. 2007 BMW 335 Xi. So that's the 3-liter twin turbocharged with all-wheel drive. It's a pretty decent looking car. So was those, I don't know, rims. What's that? Motive maybe? Motive rims. Headlights are decent looking still. Yeah, nice looking car. It's got 180,000 miles on it. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Pop the hood. So this key is weird. That's the key. You put it in there. And then open it up from there. Yeah. Got an odd sound there. But yeah. Not bad. Got some noise, but from what I understand, this is a common noise. It's not a detrimental noise. It's something that these make. I don't like these. Nice hot air intakes. I don't know why people do that stuff. Yes, let's put the intakes right over top of the turbos. Jesus. But supposedly those are new turbos. Yeah, I need to work on this here, if I understand. Just having a hard time seeing that. You can't get it tightened down. I don't know what's going on. I may have the wrong size nuts. That's probably the reason why. Alright, we'll figure that out at some point though. Well, that's the car. It's going to need a new rotor. The AC definitely isn't working. It's 134A, so that shouldn't be too hard to fix. Yeah, so where is the AC compressor at on this motor? I don't know, but that's all I need right there to charge it and see if that works. So feels like it's just out of Freon. We'll get it charged up and see if that won't give it some life. But there we go. That's the Beamer. This is, I know, kind of a quick video, but the Dakota's gone, and this is going to be the next flip. It's a pretty nice car. I like it. My wife actually seems to like it too. So he says, "Are you keeping this one?" I'm like, probably not. I'm gonna be able to do a good trade on this, I think. But yeah, this is gonna be the next trip, the next one. So I really think I traded up on this quite a bit. I think it's about a $3,000 freaking increase in trade. I'll go check it out in my compare blue books. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go check that out, and then I'll sign off. All right, and there you have it. So just based off of blue book value, solely off blue book value, Dakota trade to the Beamer is almost $2,000 in value. And real freaking value, I think it's a lot more. I don't know if I could actually have sold that that truck for blue book value. And these Beamers are being listed and sold for a lot more, especially the XIs are being listed and sold for a lot more than that 47 or whatever it was. And you also see how, like, I've got 12 trades to get to this. They've all been kind of up and down, more boredom related and just kind of dinking around. Haven't been really serious about trading up. This is the first car, I'd say, that was a solid contender that's going to get me a really good trade. Everything else has kind of been fairly much on the junky side, or on the niche side where it didn't have a lot of interest in it. I think the only other car I might have that could have been a good trade if I would have been patient would have been that Bobcat. And even though the Mark was a good car, it's just they're getting niche. No one wanted it as a grandpa looking car. The fact that it had the 32 valve early Coyote motor doesn't really matter. And a couple of them, they were a little bit different. Things would have been different. Like if the F350 would have been 4-wheel drive, it would have been an easy trade. But it wasn't. It was 2-wheel drive. And no one believed the mileage. And it was actually a really low mile truck. So yeah, I think this car, if I can convince the family to let me trade it, because everyone wants to keep it, it's going to be a good option for a trade. I think the best thing to do from here would be either to find someone who's got Corvette, Mustang, 2-door something, you know, something in the 2-door muscle car, pony car era, and that's trying to get into a 4-door that's still sporty, or looking into trucks and SUVs. I think it would be the best option for looking into a new car or into the next step. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not my normal one, but this is going to start being more norms. It's going to start a series on this from here forward. I have no like goal at the end. Just kind of seeing what I can get, the most value I can find out of it, and either find something that I can cash out at, or that really fits the family and me, and that I can keep and enjoy. So please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. And don't forget, if you're not dirty at the end of the day, you're not doing it right. Later.